Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next IDU vlog. Here we are on a beautiful sunny day in Melbourne. Very fortunate, nice and safe in isolation. I hope everybody is managing quite well with isolation. We have our ups, we have our downs, but I do find that we're using it as an opportunity to learn new skills, or have Chloe learn new skills and me learn new skills, and looking at coming out of this with more capacity, as they say, capacity building. Today, I want to chat to an interesting issue that's happening at the moment that we're trying to figure out which way is the correct way. One problem with isolation and one problem with this coronavirus and the government's knee-jerk and a lot of things that they're doing is that things don't get thought through quite to the point where they need to be thought through. So we have this, I had a client contact us last week. Her son works at a supported disability employment place. So he works at an organisation with supported disability. I don't know what to call it, so I'm just going to call it that. And they've sent through, and they're, you know how sometimes providers, they're politely bullying? This seems to be a case of that, because they've sent through an email day after Easter saying that, all of the employees, the supported employees, are able to now apply for JobKeeper Award. And they've said, and you're really lucky, because that means instead of the $200 that you normally get paid, you'll now get $750 a week. And you have until Friday, 2 days. They gave them 2 days to investigate this, to find out what the consequences are, to find out whether they're even allowed to do it, to do some homework. My clients rang me rather confused, and our gut just went, because I thought, this does not sound right. I'm sure this was put in place for people who are working and organisations that don't get completely subsidised by the government to have these people there, which of course these support employment organisations get full money already to have the person there, because they get it through their NDIS plan. And it just sounded wrong. So we spent 5 hours on Thursday. First of all, we rang the NDIS. They knew nothing about it, couldn't help in any way, shape or form. Then we rang Centrelink. No, we don't have any idea. Call the tax department. And you know how long it takes for each of these to actually get through. So this is a process. So we ring the tax department. No, nothing about it. Hadn't considered that bit. Ring Treasury. So after 5 hours, we effectively learnt nothing, because when we got through to Treasury, they said, hello, and the phone went dead. So I thought to myself, now I wonder how many families out there have actually gone through the process. I know we're in ISO, but boy, this is a bit ridiculous. And the idea of getting $750 versus $200, that's very tempting. That's a big carrot. Thursday, this woman and her son had 3 phone calls and 3 emails from this organisation, even from the CEO, guaranteeing that it's correct, and cut and pasting some stuff from Centrelink to say, you're not going to lose your pension, you'll get a lot less, but you're not going to lose your pension, and everything's safe and everything is hunky-dory. And my question was, how come they know when no one else knows? But you only have until yesterday to make a decision, one way or another. But it's 750, not 200. So where's your decision going to go? Anyways, on Friday, I rang again, because they also made the suggestion, because my question to this one was, well, what happens to the money, because it's NDIA funded with the keeping a job money, the money that they get and to pay the person to be at work and to have that person at work? What happens to that money? Because we've had issues with that before, with these organisations not having the person working there and continuing to claim the money. And the person said, oh, well, if you want to stop that, you just have to move your money out of CB getting a job and put in core. And when I mentioned this to NDIS, of course, they nearly had kittens. I think, and this was to the COVID, right? We went to the COVID department, and I think she said they've got steam coming out their ears. Can you please send it? I said, of course I can't send it. They told her that. So there's no proof on that, but I did send all the other info. They've also requested it goes to the fraud department because it just sounds dodgy. Now, I don't know what this woman's done because Friday's come, Friday's gone, and these people, NDIA haven't got back to me. But I do say to people out there, be careful. Don't let them do that, the snake balm sales pitch at you as take this offer, 2 days, you have 2 days to accept this offer, because you've got until the end of April to be able to register for JobKeeper. So you've got a little bit of time, but you need to do your homework. You may come out of this the other end very, very much worse off. And just on a quick point with that, on the same day, I've got a client who works mainstream. She works at a childcare centre. And the childcare centre rang, and I'm her advocate, and the childcare centre rang to say that they've had notification from the head office that because my client gets a Centrelink payment, she's not eligible for the JobKeeper payment. Now, I've said to her, this is confusing because we've got a disability organisation saying they are eligible, and you, a mainstream organisation, saying they're not eligible because they get the pension. So my question is, who's right? Who knows who's right? Clearly, one's got to be wrong because they're completely opposite. So, bit of a worry. Be careful, guys. Just be careful. Okay. I am going to say goodbye and sign off, and I hope somebody out there can either find this helpful or, better still, can respond or get back to us and give us a correct answer, not a he said, she said, I think answer. Because one thing I'm finding with coronavirus is there's an awful lot of he said, she said, I think, but when you actually, even when you ask the professionals, we do the, oh, I'm not sure, he said, she said. So if you know the answer, can you tell me so we can help others and I can get it out there? Okay, that's it from me. Bye.